And it's on record. And I forgot how I intro this show. It's been so long.
It's been a minute.
It's been 2 months. It's been since before October 31st because we reviewed Halloween. But hello everybody. It's I, Antonio Mendez, also known as Tone. And with me is my heterosexual life partner, Andrew Schroeder. We also call him Andy. I love him.
Hey,
And
it's me.
we are your Dweeb Queens, and I got a new mic.
Damn,
Yeah.
sounds so crisp.
I know, actually a good mic and a webcam and an auxiliary cord to split it my PS4 and my computer so the audio isn't trash. So
Stepping on up.
I'm getting excited. I told you guys from the very first episode, stuff will be improved. Though there was a hiatus for 2 months, and that's because there was a fire where I lived, and I had to take a break for a while. But now we're going to try to get back to it. But this is the Dweeb Queens cast. I don't know what episode number, but happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Happy Halloween. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Now that's out of the way, it's almost a new year. And
I'm glad you said Christmas first.
yeah,
because, we wouldn't want to have a war on Christmas.
you know the right way.
No happy holidays here.
What do you think it says on Starbucks? Oh wait, they got rid of it.
Not Merry Christmas.
Those sons of bitches.
They hate Christ.
You remember when that was such a big thing at the time on Twitter?
Oh, yeah.
When it was like, wow, my cups don't even say Merry Christmas anymore. Starbucks just really gave up, didn't they? Like, calm down. It's a cup. Like, holy shit. Go to In-N-Out. They still say Merry Christmas on there. Like, go to the.
Well, they have like Bible verses and shit too.
Do they really?
Yep.
I never noticed that.
On their, I think in the like trays they give you, the paper.
I haven't.
It has like a Bible verses and shit.
Whoa, I did not know that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, looks like In-N-Out is my new favorite place. Kidding. In-N-Out is mediocre at best.
Jesus.
In-N-Out's not that great, but that's another episode for the Cash Boys podcast, which we'll be doing soon. And recording more gameplay. But that's me smacking my fist. Let's get that sound effect in.
Puerto Rico. We love Puerto Rico.
All right. Good job, me.
Good one.
Thanks. You know, I put a lot of time and effort. I have all the Adobe products now. So, I'm feeling good, living good.
What's the high quality we pay you for?
I mean, as much as this show gets revenue, it balances out. I wish we got money. That'd be sick. I would love to do this full time. I would love to be like Nakey Jakey, my hero. Never be that good though.
He's the best of us.
He is. But we are going to be talking about our favorite movies of this year, our top 10 movies of this year. We'll get into the top 10. We'll talk about the worst movies we saw, except we don't really see a lot of bad movies because I don't want to spend my money and waste my time on them. Because if I know it's going to be bad, I'd rather not do it unless it's a movie I'm looking forward to, like The Predator, which, surprise, surprise, is on my list.
What a letdown.
So there's some like that. But, yeah, there's not a huge list, like a top 10 list. It's like a quick few, really, of that I watched that were pretty terrible. But, and then we might get into later for maybe another episode, I don't know how I'll do this, of anticipated movies of 2019. Because I have a lot. I have a lot of movies for next year. But now we're going to get into the top 10 movies of 28. Oh, cool. You're just going to leave me on standby?
I wasn't sure what you're going for.
Well, 2018 is what we're doing. But yeah, let's go into our top 10. I'll let you go 10 through 5. I'll let you discuss yours first.
Let's go on and off.
On and off? Okay.
Yeah.
I like it. Let's do it that way. Do you want to go first, my friend?
Sure.
All right.
My number 10 is Green Book. I just caught this a couple weeks ago, and it was a really good, like, feel-good crowd pleaser movie that was also like really well done.
Okay.
Like, it's maybe not. It was maybe a little dramatized.
I mean, you kind of
But
have to be.
it was very, very enjoyable. Their performances were amazing. I mean, Viggo Mortensen and Mahershala Ali are probably two of the best working actors right now.
I agree.
And they're just kind of at the top of their game.
See,
And
I was on the fence about that movie. The trailers didn't really do anything for me, where I was like, it looks kind of meh wise, but if you're saying it's top 10, then I might go give it a shot at the theater.
it just makes you feel all warm and fuzzy.
That's good. I like those movies.
Yeah, but not in like a super like cheesy way.
Okay.
So,
All right.
yeah, I definitely try to catch it
All right.
if you can.
I will.
Very enjoyable.
All right. My number 10 is going to be mid-90s.
Ooh.
Directed by Jonah Hill. I loved that movie. I love the direction it took. I love the square box of the 90s like feel and like camera likeness, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it did feel very genuine.
Yeah, and it was just a simplistic story of just kids that just skateboard, of this kid who just wanted to make friends, and he kind of goes on this downer path where he loses his innocence, but it's fun because everyone does at a certain point in their life, and it's a good I don't want to say fun movie. It's a ride for sure.
Yeah.
On a skateboard, that is.
Boom. Look at you.
Yeah, I'm just
Top of your game right here.
I'm just here for the guy. But yeah, 10, Jonah Hill.
It was a very bittersweet movie. Like,
It was.
this kid's losing his innocence.
But you love it.
Friend.
Yeah, but you love it. Like he's going out and partying, he's kissing a girl in a scene that's going on for way too long, and it's making me very uncomfortable. But
also, this actor is probably too old to be kissing this 13-year-old
boy.
boy.
I realized that kid was the voice of Atreus in God of War. I didn't know that, but then I know. The more I heard his voice, I was like, oh, I hear it now.
And his face too.
I know. I didn't think. I was like, I didn't even think about it, but he was very good in his performance.
Yeah.
Everyone in that movie, top notch.
Yeah. I mean, especially for first-time actors with the skaters and stuff.
I know they were all
both that they were able to give that performance, and Jonah Hill, first-time director, was able to get those performances.
True. I love A24. I love them. I love that studio with all my heart. They know what's right.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
My number 9 was in your honorable mentions.
I know what
First
it is.
Man.
I knew it.
That movie really resonated with me, or I guess it didn't with you. I mean, especially that last scene.
The last scene is my favorite part of the whole movie.
So emotional.
It was.
But people complained that the movie was boring and it just wasn't about the moon landing.
What do they think? There's gonna be a war in space or something? Like what do they think was gonna happen?
But it was way more like an analysis of Neil Armstrong, which I thought was a more interesting take on it, rather than just like a history lesson, basically.
Yeah.
So, I mean, performances were amazing.
Yeah.
Across the board. And it was visually stunning. The best looking movie Damien Chazelle has made.
Yes, I agree.
And he can do no wrong in my eyes.
This is true. He does do a really good job. Number 9 for me this is a toss-up. I'm going to go Bad Times at the El Royale. I love the suspenseful thriller of it. I love the whole story. The cast, fantastic, top-notch. Nick Offerman was the best part of this movie, hands down. Billy Lee, good golly, what a name. Love it. But the whole story, it kind of felt like a Tarantino-esque type thing. It felt like a Hateful Eight, but not quite in that vein. But I love the whole thing. I love the thriller.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really
that was my number 25 of the year.
25.
So that's significantly lower than yours.
All right. I had a smile on my face watching it. So I was like, I'm having a real good time.
It was fun.
Yeah. Like the
For
story.
sure.
The story, the script. Drew Goddard, hasn't really done anything wrong so far in my eyes. Really like that director. But yours next, number 8.
My number 8. Let's see. Another first Reformed.
Oh.
So I have legit have a ton of anxiety whenever I think about global warming and climate change.
Yeah.
And stuff like that.
Yeah.
And so I watched this movie at the wrong time or the right time, I suppose, for it to really hit me.
There you go.
And resonate. I've gone so far as to not eat beef anymore because cows are a big part of the pollution of the earth. And so this movie really spoke to me.
It did its job.
Even though Ethan Hawke hates superhero movies, he's a very good actor.
Yeah, everyone hates superhero movies. I don't fault them. They're goofy sometimes. Who knows?
They sure are.
So, I can't fault him on that.
Yeah.
Ooh, man, this is getting tough now for me because it's hard for me to make this list. I'm gonna go number 8. Sorry to bother you. I fucking loved this movie. It was probably the most I've ever laughed out loud in a theater of just how crazy and wild it is. It's such a
fucking wild,
fresh story it is because you don't ever see a movie like this ever. I don't think I can think of any movies this compares to anything else. It's very of its own and it took it from this movie and this movie. No, it's very much its own. Yeah, they could build a genre upon this of just the craziness of this movie, the twist of this movie, which isn't even really. I mean, I guess it's a twist. I don't even want to say the spoilers because you
fucking human could have.
No, I would never have guessed. Never would have guessed. It was almost like Get Out, where I was like, I didn't really see this coming, but you kind of got a little bit of hints of it.
Mm-hmm.
But this was a very, very different. Good job, Boots Riley and Lakeith. I love you.
Lakeith is great.
Yeah, but that's my number 8.
Armie Hammer's great too.
He was super good, and the time that he was in it, he was a very convincing asshole.
Yep.
I really dug it.
Super fun movie.
It was.
My number 7 is mid-90s. Basically everything we said before.
Mm-hmm.
Felt genuine. It had a ton of heart. Made you feel stuff. Maybe lots of discomfort.
True.
Fucking great. I loved it.
Avengers: Infinity War for my number 7. Man, what a theater experience that movie was.
Yeah.
With everyone watching with you and a bunch of other people and just gasping, crying, laughing.
All right.
It really throws you in for a loop because it's such a kind of like a fresh take on a superhero movie where the heroes don't win. They don't win, and you're like, oh yeah, it's kind of going in that trope a little bit, and it's a bit like outer spacey, and then goes back to Earth and outer space, goes all over the place, but it's good. And the villain Thanos, played by Josh Brolin, is one of the best villains that Marvel has ever had. In general, it's just a fun action movie. And a good suspenseful movie because I really didn't know what was going to go on for most of the time. I was holding my breath through a lot of the fight scenes. I was like, oh no, is he going to die? Is he going to die? Is he going to die? Oh, Tony Stark just got stabbed. Is he going to die?
Yeah.
And then Mr. Stark.
Like when Tony got stabbed
Yeah,
and then ultimately survives.
Yeah, I know. And you're just like, oh, me no feel no good. Oh no. Here come the tears.
Yeah. Me actually sobbing
Yeah,
in the theater.
Yeah, and I'm just like quietly having those quiet tears come down my face where it's just like I'm not ugly crying, but I'm like lonely.
I was full on ugly crying. Not good.
Yeah. All right. Number 6.
My number 6 is A Star Is Born.
Okay.
I have never seen the other versions of this movie. But this movie hit me real good. Probably if I had to pick like best actors and actresses for this year, the 2 leads would be right up there.
Yeah.
Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper were fucking amazing. Got chills every time Gaga sang in the theater.
True.
Soundtrack was fantastic. Really well directed from Bradley Cooper. Yeah, great all around.
I agree. This one might throw you in for quite a bit of a loop. This is one that I didn't think would make it on this list, but after watching it a week ago, it really did it. Bumblebee.
Venom. Well,
no. Dude. Yeah, Venom. Number 1. 6 through 1. Venom.
Bumblebee.
Gotta get him Venom. Yeah. Bumblebee was so good. I cried during a Transformers movie, which I never thought I would ever do in my life. I choked up. I cried once. I choked up another time. The story was so good. It was an Iron Giant type-esque movie with Decepticons, where it's like, oh, the army's hunting for this like robot, but there's also evil robots coming after him too. And they
actually looked cool this time.
They did. They didn't look like trash. And it was a way lower budget than the other movies. And directed by Travis Knight, who's done Kubo and the Two Strings and a lot of the Laika movies, which are fantastic movies. And the story for this, Bumblebee was so cute and so adorable. He was just like, he lost his memory, kinda, spoilers. And he's just like trying to learn. He's just loving. And Haley Steinfeld, if you want a chick to make your movie good, put Haley Steinfeld into it, because it will most likely be good.
Great.
She was so good in this movie. And what's his name? I'm gonna look him up because I'm gonna give him credit because everything I see him in, he is so gosh damn good. What is it? What is his name? He played a character called Memo, and he was in the movie Love, Simon. What the hell? Why don't they show him on the first thing? He's so good. He was in Brigsby Bear. Jorge Lindeborg Jr. Yeah. I don't know. I think I butchered his name, but he was super good in the movie as her, like, sidekick, essentially. Yeah, he was just there for the ride. John Cena, great. Love him. Good for where he was. There's one scene in the movie where the government, being the government, he's like, we're going to accept the Decepticons and let them use our technology to find this horrible, like, thing called Bumblebee. And he's like, they're called Decepticons. No one is a little bit thrown off by the name Decepticons. Like, they don't sound a little bit evil to you? And I'm like, this movie's great. I love how it knows what it is. And everyone in it, good. The story, it's a fun, and it's set in the 80s. And there's all these great 80s songs in it. They play Aha. They play it. And it's so good. Wow. I will buy this movie for sure. I want to go watch it again in theaters. That's how much I love this movie. I never thought, and if they keep going for this for the rest of the franchise of like Bumblebee-wise movies, I'm all for it. I think it could really benefit them. The opening scene to this is them on Cybertron. The war on Cybertron. And they look...
And it's actually good.
And it's actually good.
Trash.
It's not trash. You know exactly what's going on because everyone's like 80s retro style. And...
Which is silver
I know.
trash.
Yeah, it's like neon
all
lights and it's rad, and you're like, hell yeah, like let's go. But I hope they make more
Alright.
movies like this. I highly encourage you to watch it, Andy,
I'm going to.
and everyone else, because man, so damn good. All right, you're number 5. This is it. Going top 5 now.
Top 5. Number 5, Infinity War. This movie really fucking hit me good.
Mm-hmm.
It's super interesting because it's like not structured like a movie at all. Like it's like a season finale of a TV show. It's not like
Yeah, I guess it is.
a 3-act movie. So just the fact that the Russos were able to pull that off
Yeah.
and make a movie about a villain that works and make it 2 hours 40 minutes and not make me tired of it.
Yeah.
Still like I could watch it today and be enthralled all the way through.
True. It's a good movie.
Yeah, it's the best you could ask for with a movie like that.
Yeah, it's a culmination of 10 years built up in that one movie.
It's not perfect, but like it could not get any better for like a part 1 of 2 of the finale.
Especially for superhero movies, like standard wise. Like the only other great movie I can think of is The Dark Knight.
Yeah.
That's it. Like there's Winter Soldier and all that other stuff, but this is so like it's just 10 years built up, like watching from Iron Man 1, building up, building up, and then you finally get the payoff, and there's still a second part to it. It's not even over yet. I'm like, let's go. I'm loving this ride that we're on.
I couldn't call it the best superhero movie like ever because there really isn't any like character development or anything, like
No.
because it relies on 10 years of build up. So like, I understand the like 80 something % on Rotten Tomatoes because like this movie wouldn't make any fucking sense if you hadn't watched, and you wouldn't care at all about.
You can't be taking your grandma to Avengers Infinity War. She's not gonna know what the ding dang dong is going on. Who's this young raccoon man talking? Who Captain America know about this raccoon? A tree? I don't get it. I don't underget it. That's how my grandma talks.
Throwing out racial slurs.
that's
Grandma.
But my number 5 might be another one. It was in your honorable mentions. Love, Simon. I saw Love, Simon 4 times in theaters.
That's a lot.
I love this movie. It made me feel good.
Watched it the other day.
I cry every single time I watch it. I just feel good inside. And knowing that it's a coming of age story about a gay teenager, but it doesn't beat you over the head that he's like, I'm gay.
No,
like
it's not preachy at all.
No, it's like he's just a normal 17-year-old kid who's just going through high school, but he's having this issue where he's gay and he can't really tell anybody yet because he doesn't know how the world will accept him and all this other stuff. And man, it's a John Hughesy type movie. It's directed by Greg Berlanti, and I just love this movie. I would say it's coming of age rom-com. It's like I can put this up with like Mean Girls, Easy A, Love, Simon. Those are like my favorite things to ever come out for like high school, like wise of like 2000s. They're like the best things, and man, I watched this so many times. I've watched it at home probably 8 times. So I've seen this movie together like all of 12 times, which is many times I've watched like every superhero movie. That's how much I love this movie. It's that good.
That was great.
It made me cry. I took my girlfriend to go watch it. She really liked it. She liked Love, Simon? Yeah, it's a good movie. She recommended it to her friend.
Those scenes with the parents, Josh Duhamel and
Josh
Garner.
Duhamel crying, that broke my heart. That he just like he's
I'm trying.
yeah, he's like, man, 14 years we walked the dog, 14 years we did this. I'm just like, oh, it's not your fault, Dad. And the mom's like, you can finally breathe now. I'm like, they accept him.
Yeah.
And man,
Jennifer Garner was actually in something good. Hasn't happened since 13 going on 30.
I know she hasn't been that good since 13 going on 30. It's amazing. But yeah, Love Simon, my number 5 movie of the whole year.
Black Klansman.
I'm sorry, can I get one more take of that?
Black Klansman. It was funny. It was tense. It was dramatic. It was poignant. It was relevant to today's shit. And it was amazing. Spike Lee somehow balanced all that shit together with great performances by Booker Washington. I think his name is Denzel Washington's son. And
it's
Adam
John
Driver.
David Washington.
John David.
Yeah. I didn't realize it was his son until after the movie came out.
Yeah.
I heard him in an interview. I was like, he sounds a lot like Denzel Washington. And I was like, oh, I didn't really see the name before, but this makes sense.
Yeah, I loved everything about this movie. The ending of it really like brought it full circle.
Mm-hmm.
It made it really powerful.
I kind of teared up a little bit.
Yeah,
it really
I definitely did.
It was a big impactful ending.
I didn't get to see it in theaters because of the area I'm in.
No. Did they not play it there?
Nope.
Man, they played it here. That's really unfortunate.
Well, it's a little more liberal of a town over there.
I guess so. I'm sorry.
So I rented it and loved it and immediately went out and bought it. So
there you go. I also bought that movie. And my number 4 is also Black Klansman.
Nice.
For the same exact reasons. Man, it takes like the worst like thing of these racist pieces of shit, but they make it like Spike Lee knows how to make a bad thing funny. Like he turned the worst moments into comedy, which is very hard to do. And it's very much of him to do. And man, what a cast. The guy, yeah, John David Washington that plays Ron Stallworth. We need a white officer. I'm like, I need more of that. I need more of the white.
It was funny, but it was also like super dramatic at the same time. He somehow did both of those things.
Yeah.
Super, super well. Like it was funny, but you were still feeling like super tensed up when Adam Driver's like among those guys, and like, you know, the comedy didn't.
The comedy all worked. Yeah.
Any of the tenseness.
Yeah, dark comedy that could really work. That's usually my favorite type of comedy because it very works in that type of situation, I guess, because it's so real that there are funny moments that happen with stuff like this. There always is. It's never really so bleak all the time. Like, there's always something, and Spike Lee knows how to do that. And this is probably one of the best movies of Spike. I think it's Spike Lee's best work, in my opinion.
I agree.
It's funny, it's tense, and man, Topher Grace as the main leader was something I never thought I'd see, but man, he's super good.
He pulled it off.
He did. He played a very bad man, but man, if he played it very good.
Good stuff.
Yeah. All right, number 3, baby. Number 3.
Top 3.
This is it. You ready for this?
This movie just got bumped down from number 2.
Ooh.
Hereditary.
Oh.
Is fucking amazing.
Mm-hmm.
It was so. It was so like grounded at first, and like it really gets you with all the family drama that is really well performed.
Oh yeah, Toni Collette. Oh, my girl.
You feel super uncomfortable.
If she doesn't get some type of nomination this year, I'll be very upset.
If they're biased against horror movies.
They are, and it really bums me out. Get Out was the only really exception to that, and Sixth Sense, I guess.
So they wrap you in with the family drama and the mental illness parallels in the horror, and then they hit you with some weird shit, which I loved.
Yeah.
Like, really just fucking go off the deep end.
Yeah.
It's just so effective as a horror, as well as just like being a really good like parallel for a lot of like real shit, which is always what makes
it's a good
horror
family
more powerful.
movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Watch it with your kids.
It is technically a family movie. There is a family in it, and it's a horrifying drama the whole time.
Mm-hmm. Nat Wolff is fucking great too.
He is, man. That kid is. It's Alex Wolff.
Alex Wolff. Nat Wolff is the one that sucks.
I mean, I didn't say that, but I will say Nat Wolff has been killing it as of recently. He's been in a lot of good movies. He was in Jumanji.
That's Alex.
No, it's Nat. No, it is Alex. Shit, man, they're too. You're right. It is. I got them confused.
Nat Wolff was.
You
in
saying it got me
Paper
confused
Towels.
of who they. I did not like that movie.
That movie sucked.
That movie did suck, but this isn't the worst of 2013 or whatever that movie came out. I'll say it again. I didn't think Death Note was the worst thing on the planet. I think it's all right.
Yeah, Nat Wolff is only in garbage, according to his IMDb.
Yeah, he's not in the best of movies, but Alex Wolff is good in all of his movies that I've seen so far. Jumanji and Hereditary and My Friend Dahmer. I thought he was good in those movies. But yeah, my number 3 is also Hereditary, so I kind of knew this would eventually happen with us. We'd cross at a certain point of our list. Ari Aster, damn good director. I want more movies like this. I think this is one of the smartest horror movies is back. What?
He's got a movie coming out next year. Very exciting.
Which movie is that again? I know it's produced by A24, if I remember right.
I don't know what it's called. Which
A24 makes the best of movies. I said it here first. No one else has said it ever before. Don't even try to go on the internet and try to find it, because you're not gonna. You're gonna hear here specifically on Dweeb Qweens. A24, best movie studio. I even have a sweatshirt that says A24 on it. That's how much I love this thing.
And exclamation point.
I know. That's what the title of this video is gonna be.
Yeah.
A24, the best thing, and we talk about it for a minute.
That's what people are really searching.
But this is
Midsummer is what
this
movie's called.
Okay. But this movie, man, I gushed about this movie when it came out, like in June.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of my favorite horror movies to come out, like with The Witch back in like 2015, I think is when that movie came out. Which horror is coming back.
Right. Yeah, there have been some great horror movies.
It's
lately.
A smart horror movie.
Follows was pretty recent.
Yeah. Halloween I thought was good. It's not smart horror, but it's fun horror, I guess.
Yeah. Went off the deep end in a good way.
Yeah. But man, I gushed about this movie to everybody. I own this movie. Anytime I go to a party, people just talk about doing drugs and doing bad boy things, and I'm over on the sideline saying, "Hey, watch Hereditary yet?" Man, I'm not gonna give you the ending or the twist of the movie, but damn, it's really surprising.
It's weird.
It is very weird, but man, this is one of my favorite movies to come out ever. Really, this is why it's in my top 3. I knew it was gonna be in my top 3. I didn't know if it was gonna be 1, 2, or 3, but looking at these other two, I was like, yeah, it's number 3.
Yeah.
But now, number 2.
Number 2. Quite recent entry.
Okay.
Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse is a perfect movie in my opinion. It's gorgeous, it's funny, it has heart. It has fucking Spider-Man.
It's true. Spider-Men and women.
Yep.
Spoilers. Not really.
It was amazing. I loved every single aspect of this movie. I wouldn't change a single thing.
You know what? I'm gonna have to agree with you. I mean, I'll discuss it. It could either be my number 2 or my number 1. You'll just have to wait to find out and see. But my number 2 is A Star Is Born. So,
Okay.
Star is Born.
I was gonna say that's either your one or two.
Yeah. A Star is Born. I gushed about this movie too, to you and everybody else. I cried to this movie very hard. I went to go get dinner with my girlfriend after this, and I immediately downloaded the soundtrack on my phone and cried some more. I'll Never Love Again still gets me. I'm like, oh no. And I've never really seen the interpretations before this movie, but I will say this is my favorite interpretation. And man,
Best of one.
yeah, a good directorial debut by Bradley Cooper. Jonah Hill and Bradley Cooper, man, actors are coming to direct, and they know what they're doing. This, Lady Gaga,
Boys.
I think she deserves a nomination. I believe she was very good. Her singing in that movie was like, I had butterflies in my stomach. I was like, oh yeah, get it, girl, get it, girl. As soon as she started singing Shallows on that stage, ah, ah, I'm like, oh yes,
Oh
like,
yeah.
let's go.
Good shit.
Like, my girl.
I think she's number one for best female actor
I think
in a leading role.
I think you might be right.
I'm not sure about Bradley Cooper, but
Bradley Cooper did a very good job
he
acting
was
in this
great.
movie. I don't know if he'll win because it's a lot of tough competition this year, but he was very good in his role, and he has to get a nomination for directing and acting. There's no way that he can miss that. This movie was so good. It made buku bucks at the box office.
yeah,
This movie,
it's still in theaters.
I
I'm
know.
pretty sure.
It's almost like Guardians of the Galaxy, but not that type of movie. It's just a good Hollywood, the fucked up side of Hollywood, or the musical career, I guess. Really. Oh man, you wanna do a scene from that movie real quick?
I don't know if I'll remember, but
Hey.
do I turn around?
Yeah.
I don't know her line.
You go what?
I know what he says.
Ready? You go what? And then I'll say the thing. Hey.
Okay. What?
I just want one last look at you.
I give you a little
And you
grin.
yeah, you give that little grin, and then you put your finger to your nose, and then do that.
Mm-hmm.
Just one last look at you. Oh, got him! God, you're so getting laid tonight, dude.
Absolutely.
Oh,
How do you
man.
resist that?
I know, he's so charming, even though
No
he
way.
was very much an alcoholic and kind of an asshole through some of it. But man, I just wanted to help him.
Some real uncomfortable moments.
There were a lot of uncomfortable moments.
Bradley, stop.
I know. Andrew Dice Clay.
Yeah, that was her dad.
Yeah, that was the biggest surprise of this whole year, I think, was Andrew Dice Clay being in a movie that's probably going to be nominated for an Oscar. So this is our campaign run for Andrew Dice Clay to get nominated for Best Supporting Actor. Sorry, Sam Elliott. Sorry, Dave Chappelle. But Andrew Dice Clay. He's bringing those leather fingerless gloves back. Those stupid sunglasses he wears all the time. He's back, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, but man,
About time.
soundtrack to this movie, it has to win Best Soundtrack. Probably the best soundtrack of this whole year.
Going
Really.
to, I bet.
Yeah, it's one of my favorites. Sorry, Mary Poppins, didn't watch you. I don't know how you did. Star is Born, let's go.
Spider-Man had a great soundtrack too.
Black Panther had a great soundtrack too.
Yes.
Oh, that's gonna be tough. For singing wise, I'm gonna go The Star is Born. Rapping wise, I'll go Black Panther. But
So should we guess each other's number ones?
Yeah, do you want to guess mine?
I think I probably put it together.
Okay.
Unless you really threw me for a loop.
No, I'm not that creative.
Spider-Man.
See, this is why we're best friends. You just know me
I knew it.
so well. You know me so well.
That movie's so fucking good.
It is. It's
I didn't think there'd be
legitimately.
a better superhero movie this year than Infinity War. But-
I know it. I thought it was gonna be one of the worst movies. The trailers for it, the very beginning trailers, I was like, man, this looks so like visually different. It looks so good and new. But it's Sony, and they make They made Venom this year, and that was
Just made Emoji Movie.
yeah. And I'm like, ugh, this could be really bad, but it was one of the best movies of this whole entire year, and it came out like 2 weeks ago. And
Yep.
man, visually the
Shot
best
right to the
looking
top.
animated movie ever of all time.
Beautiful.
It's literally comic book come to life. The little dots that are on every character, the little like when he threw the bagel at the dude and it has like bagel in the background, it hits his head. I'm like, oh, this movie's so good. Every voice actor for each one of their characters was so good. Nicolas Cage as Spider-Man Noir, mwah, chef kisses all around.
Who'd have thunk it?
Chris Pine in it for like a good couple minutes, which I was not expecting. End credits to this movie, fantastic. I laughed really hard watching it. I actually laughed during the movie, and Jake Johnson as Peter Parker had me on the fence too. I didn't think it'd be that good, but damn if I don't want a live action depressed lazy Spider-Man. I just want his own animated movie, if I'm going to be honest.
I want one for every single character.
Yeah, so story, and I like the thing for it for the whole movie that anybody could wear the mask, like anybody could be Spider-Man, anybody could be a hero, and it just so happened to be this black Latino kid in Brooklyn who's just like everyone else, doesn't matter what color you are, anybody could be a hero, and it was very emotional, and it was a very, very funny, good movie.
It really was.
Yeah, man, I cannot gush. I've seen the movie a ton of times so far. Took my brothers to go see it. Watched it by myself one time. Went with my girlfriend and her brother. And I'm definitely going to buy this movie.
Good. Oh, yeah.
So,
Day one.
no doubt. But now, you're number one. I'm really trying to think.
Guess it.
Man, I'm trying to
I don't know if you're going to get it.
I don't know if I am too. You've said about like everything so far. Oh, it's Cloverfield Paradox.
That's the one. I totally forgot about that movie. We're going to talk about bad movies.
Yeah.
Holy shit. I'd rather watch Venom 3 times than watch that movie again.
You know what? I think I'm with you on that one. I fucking hated Venom, but man, Cloverfield Paradox is one of the worst movies I saw.
So bad.
Oh god. Suburbicon.
Ooh, didn't see it.
Fist Fight with Ice Cube and Charlie Day.
Didn't see it. That came out this year?
I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know. I think it did. I'm just naming a bad movie. Fucking Truth or Dare.
We need to watch that at some point.
I know we have to. If we don't, I'm gonna be really bummed that we didn't. Okay, this is my final answer, and then I'll let you reveal.
Okay.
Robin Hood, starring Taron Egerton.
Surprisingly, no. That
Shit.
barely didn't make the list.
Oh, damn it. Sorry. Honorable mention.
This might surprise you. Annihilation.
Oh, fuck!
Number
How did I
one
forget about it?
movie this year.
Shit. I'm gonna need to take something now and put Annihilation in there, because that's my favorite movie. For some reason, I thought it came out in 2017. Because it literally came out in, like, February.
Yeah, it was really, really.
Damn it.
That movie's fucking incredible.
Alright, Bad Times at the El Royale, you're out. Annihilation's in. Even though it's not even a top 10
What?
movie, I would just have to... I mean, even though it's not a number 10, it's like number 5 or something, but I'd have to rework my whole list. But continue.
So it just bumped everything down.
Yeah, it bumped everything down. Sorry, Bad Times. Annihilation's in
Just threw
there.
a wrench in all your shit.
Oh, man, how did I forget about that movie? The movie's so fucking
Yep.
good.
It really
Talk about
is.
smart, like, sci-fi
Really smart.
horror. Man.
Yeah, the melding of those genres is so fucking
Man,
good.
Alex Garland fucking ruining me again with a great
watch
movie.
whatever he does.
Literally, I am his pet.
2 of the best sci-fi movies in the last fucking 20 years
Yeah,
were his.
I mean, this man, talk about score. That score to that
Yeah.
movie is phenomenal.
Mhm. Well, that movie's gonna get no attention at any
No,
awards
it's not.
either.
It's really depressing that it won't. But fuck, if I didn't love that movie so much. Damn it.
you can. What I love about the smart sci-fi shit is like you can take it at face value as just an alien coming down and like just fucking with DNA and stuff.
Yeah.
And then you can like get into like the meanings behind everything, or like, all it's about like every time you connect with somebody, the previous you dies and kind of become one.
The movie is so
Your
crazy smart
and I love it.
I love that movie. I love that movie. The bear scene in that movie is so
scary,
horrifying. Watching it in the movie theater, I felt very uncomfortable watching it.
Yeah.
Help!
And then like there were like the leaves coming out of the scars on Tessa Thompson's arm. That just fucking grosses me out.
That was a little gross. It's just a bunch of smart, badass ladies going through the jungle trying to rescue these wimpy ass pussy men. Because, my husband's in a coma. Ooh. Love you, Oscar Isaac. No offense. I love you so much with all my heart. But, oh, man. How did I forget? I feel so stupid. I feel so dumb. I own that movie, and I watched it.
It was the sleeper of the year. Really.
It was.
Made zero money.
It did make zero money. Damn it.
Which is very unfortunate.
You fucking people. If you're listening right now, some of you, hey, thanks for watching. I love you and I respect you. If you watch Annihilation, good job. But if you didn't, what are we doing?
Watch sci-fi. That movie should have made a shit ton of money. Blade Runner should have made a shit ton of money.
Yeah, this is why we don't really get that
Red should have made a
many
shit ton
good
of money.
sequels or anything to these movies. And it's why movie studios won't want to fund them.
Yep.
I'm
But everybody fucking saw Venom, including me.
Including me.
My dumbass.
We're part of the problem too. We're the solution and the problem.
I saw all of those. I saw Annihilation like 3 times in the theater.
Yeah.
In the short time they had it in the theater.
I know.
They
So
sold that shit
depressing.
real quick.
Yeah, they did. It was only at my theater for like maybe a week or two, and I'm like, oh, man, Annihilation. Wow,
That's
you
it.
really just wrecked me right now. Ugh, damn it. I feel so stupid.
Gotta
Well,
respect the sci-fi, the sleeper sci-fis.
honorable mention, Bad Times at the El Royale for reasons
Rest in peace.
before. Annihilation, somewhere in my top 10. Fantastic score. Great actresses. Great director who I love so much. I'm sorry for forgetting about you. I'm part of the problem. I'm sorry. I love you. Can't wait for your next movie. Kisses all around.
So let's see if we can like combine our lists and into like a Dweeb Queens top
There you go.
5,
Yeah,
let's
top
say.
5. Yeah.
We know Spider-Man's in there.
For sure. So let me write this out.
Hereditary's got to be in there.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Um,
Annihilation. It has to be. It
you want
has
to put
to
that
be
top
there.
5?
Yeah, I'm putting that top 5.
A Star's Born
Mm-hmm.
and Black Klansman
Yes.
in no particular order.
Yep.
Okay,
No
now let's
particular
order
order.
'em.
Okay.
I'm okay with Spider-Man being number 1.
I'm okay with that too.
My number 1, but
I-
I'm okay with Spider-Man.
I'd go Spider-Man for feeling good, and then I'd go Annihilation if you want to get a little bit edgier.
You want to call Annihilation number 2?
I'm gonna say number 2 for Annihilation. I fucking love that movie with all my heart, and I feel very
okay.
dishonorable.
Well, it's the opposite of what I have, but I'm gonna nominate Hereditary next.
Okay, yeah, we still keep it going with that little edgy train.
Then it's got to be A Star Is Born
Mm-hmm.
because it's your number 2, right?
Yeah,
All right, it's my number 6. So
Okay.
we can meet in the middle.
we'll meet in the middle right there.
So that's 4 and Black Klansman.
Number 5, yeah. So that way, when you see that very end scene, you're like, I'm gonna go make a difference. I'm gonna try to make the world a little bit better out there. All right.
There it is.
There's a Dweeb Queens official list. I put them on this list, as you can see right on the screen. Yeah, take a good look at that.
Beautiful.
It's a Dweeb Queens list
stuff.
right there, boyos and girlios. kiddos.
Watch all of them and
Yeah.
more.
Yeah, watch all of those movies that we said. Watch all of those movies. They are fantastic movies. Cannot recommend them highly enough. That's a Dweeb Queen stamp of approval right there, kids.
Mhm.
We love you. Chef kisses. Can we get a couple chef kisses for all those movies that we mentioned?
Mwah.
Mwah, mwah, mwah.
Mwah.
So good.
So good.
But yeah, that is our top 10 movies of the whole
Nice
year of
list.
2018. I say it was a solid list. I didn't really disagree with anything that you said. I thought those were all really good movies, and even if they were in my honorable mentions, I thought they were still really good movies. They're never really off basis with most movies. If I would have threw like Bohemian Rhapsody in there, you would have been like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
Yeah,
But no, if we want to transition into
yeah. We'll go into bad
the worst
movies.
movies we've seen,
Yeah. I'll
one of them.
stop this recording right now and then have that be like another episode of like top 10. All right. Thank you guys for watching or listening to this. Share with your friends. We're just a couple of dweebs talking about movies, comic books, superhero related news, video games, literally anything. We're those dweebs. We're those dweeb queens, as you would say. We're all queens in our hearts. So thank you for listening. We're gonna be trying to come back for more. I won't let you down. I promise there won't be any fires near me. If you can already take... Actually, there's a lot of fires this year, so you won't know where I live. In November, there is 2 of them. You won't guess where I'm from, so good luck. But I love you. Chef kisses to you, and we will be back soon, and we'll have some special guests. We're going to talk about our top 10 disliked movies with my new microphone, so I love you.